It's February 8, Tuesday. Tomorrow is garbage pickup day out front, so I'll put the garbage out today. Down by the curb. The video, the production of the video, the making of the video helps me be present. Because the big eye of the camera lens feels like someone is watching me. And that my words are being listened to very carefully. Suddenly I can hear my breath. As it goes past the mic, I can hear the sound of the air passing over the surface of the mic. And the sound of my voice bouncing off the wall over there comes back. I can hear it. It's sort of like an echo. Okay. Here's something I found that's pretty cool. The book is called A Gift from the Heart. It's a summary of the artwork on exhibit at the Palmer Museum in State College. And most of this work, or all of this work in this exhibit, were donated by the Palmer couple, James and Barbara Palmer. They live here in town, or lived here in town. So in these art books, they'll show the artwork, and then an expert will critique it and explain it. So I just saw the exhibit. It's really strong. It's sort of the greatest hits of the Palmer collection. And let me read the part that's curious to me. Modernism, in contrast, might be, but that's the photo, that's the image that we're talking about. Modernism, in contrast, might be identified as the protagonist's search for self and quest for meaning amid the hubbub, as well as the poet's endeavor to convey this consciousness through symbolism and language itself. Spanning several media and genres, modernism is, as the historian Daniel Joseph Singal puts it, an endeavor to, quote, to experience life of meaning. I was over there about a half hour ago eating my pancakes, and I read that, and I said, life of meaning? Rob's life of meaning? What is it? Who would say that? What does that mean when they say that? Okay, it's go time. In that context, Rob's life of meaning is talking about the intellectual self, thinking self, that in thoughts, life has meaning, has a certain kind of meaning. Robbing life of meaning implies, doesn't it, that the meaning of our lives can be taken away? It's not really implying that, saying that outright, that the meaning of our life can be taken away. Well, you've seen enough of my videos to know what I'm going to say next. That our real selves are untouchable, unalterable. We are born with that. That our lives, so-called lives, when we're born, when the body transforms, and the part in between, the meaning of that, of our so-called lives in between those 2 points, the meaning, we were born into the meaning. We don't have to choose it or think about it. It happens by itself. It can't be taken. The meaning of our lives cannot be taken away or altered. People in psychotherapy who look at their thoughts, their memories mostly, their childhood, and they build a self-image based on memories of their experiences. And they say, that's who I am. A collection of memories. The meaning of our lives. We were born with that. Our meaning, the meaning of our lives comes packaged in our body when we come out of our mothers. When we're sitting in front of the camera or we're doing work at the office. The meaning of our lives has already been determined and is in motion. It cannot be altered. Whether we know what it is or not, whether or not we're awake and we are aware of the true self and the false self. None of those things affect the meaning of our lives. I turned the camera on. I wasn't sure where I was going to go with this. What stuck out was that people think that their lives, the meaning of their life, is something they construct in their head in the way of memories or ideas. And in the context of someone that is not awake, it would appear that would be the case. You construct the meaning of your life on your own, and you say, my life is about the betterment of the Jewish movement, the black movement, about helping children to grow. That's the meaning of my life, I could say. And in that context, that wouldn't be wrong. However, there's another thing going on. Where the meaning of our lives is not determined by others or what society thinks of us, or any kind of ideas our small self conjures about who we are. There's a meaning to our life that is independent of that. An image, the meaning of my life, I can do that now. Meaning my life was to raise children, have money, and have children, raise children, take care of people. Then there's another meaning of my life that contains this part within it, a broader meaning. And it's the way that I'm integrated into society, to the planet and the universe, the meaning of my life. It's not separate from the universe and the planet. The meaning of my life is more than I am comprehending. And it is one with, well, everything. One with everything. There is no individual little Paul. The body called Paul. That's only in the construct over here, the meaning of life. A greater truth is the body called Paul is one with you. One with you, what's that mean? Okay, let's see. I didn't think of this. Let's see if we can do it. The meaning of my life from the context of the God self and your life, the meaning of your life, like this. They're one. They're together. I think this has to be experienced. The talking about it is going to fall short. It's not going to be satisfying. We are one. You and I are one. There is no space between you and the universe and the planet and the stars and the oceans and the fish. Our bond is permanent. We were born from it, the bond. Even when our bodies move through their so-called life, we are still one with each other, and everything that apparently came before us doesn't actually work that way, but we are one with everything that came before us. After the body transforms, what people call death, the oneness continues. Okay, that's probably about as good as I can explain that. I have to toss a little religion into this. The one that's continuing is the connection with God, the universe, in my mind, those are the same thing. God and the universe and the contents. You know, the alpha and the omega, where it all began. Maybe the Big Bang, where it came from nothingness, sort of, into what we see now. It's all one. There is no time. It's a funny kind of thing, I know. I don't know if there's any more I can say about it. The meaning of our lives. In the midst of the modernity that robs life of meaning. Okay, well, you can see how distant that seems now. Now I'm going to be quiet a little bit and make my mind slow, my thoughts slow. My body's heavy. I can feel my organs fall inside. They're relaxing, and I can feel the weight of my arms, and my chest gets heavy. I can feel my chest expand when the lungs fill. I'm aware of the life in my body. I might be able to hear pumping of the heart in my ears. Not sure, but I can hear my breath. I can feel the warmth of my breath as it comes out between my lips. Now I'm either looking at you or pretending that I can see you through the camera lens. My mind slows, comes to a halt momentarily, picks up a little bit. Mind stops thinking again. I'll do it now as I look into the camera lens. It's just quiet in that place. I thought maybe I'd be able to see you through the camera lens, but what happened instead was it got quiet inside. And the body called Paul dissolved. There was no awareness that there was a body called Paul. It was just the big silence, the big space. Okay, so we can be there together. Let's do that. So let's breathe slowly. I'm not going to be speaking. Slow and deep. And then at the bottom of about the third breath, at the exhale, at the bottom of the exhale, we'll pause a little bit before we inhale. And at that moment, the mind will stop. And the space will open. Let's do that. Let's do it again. Do it on your own. 3 long, deep breaths. Then pause. The metaphorical door opens.